Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Break the high. 180.
54 Mike. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Watch twins. Watch twins. Spawn.
The high.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, here's Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Cousins gives way to Cook. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
And he gets it down to the 32. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Cousins on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Cousins now. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, 32 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now Brees. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Brees going to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Daniil Hunter able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, someone came to play today.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. We heard about it all week, didn't we? Especially when we visited practice. He thought he had a good matchup in front of him, and he's taking full advantage right now.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And boy, not a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. Throwing now is Brees. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
First down, New Orleans.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Over. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Easy, opposite.
Check 31. Check 31.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Alpha. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
On 2nd and 1, Breeze. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And the Saints first down.
Hey, Delta.
On first down, Breeze. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Breeze now. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
They wound up getting nothing out of that 2nd down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Sammy! Bravo!
Now Breeze on 3rd down. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, 27 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Right there.
They start the drive with Cook. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27th.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
From the 27, Cousins.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Throwing is Cousins. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Demario Davis picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's Britton Colquitt now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. This is Harris. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10.
Yellow lady. Sammy.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
95-56. 36.
From the 41, Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
95-56.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Breeze now to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Let him know, let him know. Two. Showing up.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. The 20. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. First down, here's the run with Cook. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 11 more on that one and another first down. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
At the Saints' 1-yard line.
They come out here in the eye. 2nd and goal from the 1. Trying the power game with Ham. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. C.J. Ham as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. And they got the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, You're only going to fool them for a second or so, and guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Kill. Check. Swing. Level. Hey, Haywood. Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike. We own it.
Breeze will try again on second down. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Breeze now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. The final shot before half for Breeze. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. From the 24. Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. Here's Kamara trying to run for it, and he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Breeze, a quick throw out to Thomas. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup, 1st down, New Orleans. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback. No matter the situation in there, the defense won the battle. Now Breeze finding Kamara, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards is the pickup, 1st down, New Orleans. Breeze to throw again. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
Break it down, fellas. Break it down. 5-9. Hey, orbit.
They'll go for it. It's Breeze. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation, big third down alert, lock in here, fourth down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Gun. Whip. Watch the whip.
Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
It's a party now. It's a party now. Gun. Stay at home. Stay. 50. Check 37. Check 37.
They run it again with Cook. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Play. Time has expired on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10.
Gun. You got to get moving, man. Man, move it. You got to get that. Hey, what? Wait, hot. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go, tight end. Hey, check. Wait,
They run. Cook. And an alley to run. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Kill. Check nickel. Alert 3, alert. Black. Alert 3.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Right there, 54, right there. 54, Mike. Yo. Hey, steamer. Yo. Kill.
On 2nd down, this is Madison. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Let's 50.
Cousins from the gun on third. And this is Cook with a grab. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Vikings 28, Saints 10.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
21. Right there. 54. Right there.
Now Breeze. And Thomas has it. 20. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Everson Griffin able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Throwing on 2nd and long. Breeze.
We've been running.
Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas there to make the grab. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. So down a couple scores, only one timeout left. You figure they have to get this one. Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Vikings. Delvin Cook, 43 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And he's gone 2-2 on us now. At 2 receiving touchdowns, now his 2nd rushing touchdown.
And that's the back of the NFL nowadays, isn't it? The ability to do everything. You can't just be one or the other. The best ones, able to run it, catch it, and produce. Big-time points put on the board by him.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Down under 2 minutes to go. in this football game. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Thomas. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal.
Kill. Pilot, 64, weak.
Watch twist.
Hey, exit. Hey, easy.
Banjo.
5-1. Kill.
To throw is Breeze. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, 2nd and goal. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn there to make the grab. And the Saints get a bit closer. Now Breeze will bring the Saints offense up to go for 2 here.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Hey, high 7.
Now Breeze again. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further.
Saints 45.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. He'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10, back to the ground, this time Cook. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Easy.
Cousins here to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 36. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I'll bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.
Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Ay, 16 cars in my front yard. Ay, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Ay, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she wanted like me cause her lame, she can't count on him. She tried to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Here's Kai Forbath now to get us started. And we are underway from the Superdome. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Kamara trying the right side. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 4.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Come on, QB, come on.
Now Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially as pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Yellow lady, yellow lady.
Right here, right here.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there at 22.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 down at the 31. Here's Breeze. And that is incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Again, it's Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. But they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. From 13 yards out, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Right there.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas 1st down.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And that'll set them back 5. Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9.
3 bud.
Prescott from the gun. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st.
And the Cowboy 1st down.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Cowboys nothing.
Here we go. All right, then. Check, right, 54. Right, 54.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone.
26.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Demario Davis coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Prescott. And the pressure gets to him again. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They scored a touchdown the last time they had the football, but things going to be a little bit more difficult this time.
Oh, certainly, because where they're starting, the goal isn't even thinking about a touchdown at this point. They're thinking about field position. A couple of first downs in order to give some room for their punter and maybe flip the field position for their defense.
2nd and 10 at the 1-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Now those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
Ready, number 80, 54, right 54.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these...
This is complete to Michael Thomas. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Ready, you ready?
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Watch the backer.
Here's Breeze to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is going to have the first down as he's up to his own 13-yard line. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Ready? Yellow waiting.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Breeze now. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
$36.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Well, this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards is the pickup, first down, New Orleans.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Breeze going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Throwing now is Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. This is caught by Ginn. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 18. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Breeze now. Only one pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara as the first half is winding down. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And this will be caught. So the try for 2, good, and it pushes them out to a 15-0 lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
The delay of game backs them up 5, 1st and 15. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On play action, Prescott. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Eli Apple.
Intercepted. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So, boy, that's already the third they burned here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the fourth quarter.
Yeah.